I sent the article, the interview to the editors, and they edited the interview with a substitution. They put a Jewish state instead of Israel, in their opinion, just to avoid redundancy. And you immediately called me to little bit upset to clarify and to rectify that that substitution was a huge mistake. And so my first question is why that substitution is a huge mistake, because we often see this kind of equivalence in the public debate.
Yes, thank you for this. In the midst of Israel's genocide against 2.3 million Palestinians in the occupied Gaza Strip, I did not expect the question to be about why we reject equating Israel with Jews. Calling Israel the Jewish state just entrenches its propaganda, which is at its core anti-Semitic, in fact, as progressive anti-Zionist Jews have been saying. Equating Israel to Jews, calling it the Jewish state, and following the Zionist movement's propaganda that they represent all Jews, Israel speaks for all Jews, this makes all Jews like a monolithic group with no human diversity, and that's very anti-Semitic. The second aspect is equating Israel with all Jews makes Israel's crimes Jewish crimes. The occupation would be Jewish, ethnic cleansing and apartheid and genocide would be Jewish, but they're clearly not Jewish. Those crimes have absolutely nothing to do with Judaism or with Jews. Those are crimes committed by a political system, a political state, and its institutions. The fact that it claims to be the Jewish state does not mean we should accept that, because a lot of Jewish communities do not accept Israel speaking on their behalf.
That's important to understand how Jewish people. May I ask you another question similar? When we say Jewish people instead of Israelis, and what we mean specifically when we say Jewish people?
People of the Jewish faith, people who consider themselves Jewish. They could be Jewish French, Jewish Italians, Jewish South Africans, Jewish Arabs, like Muslim Arabs, like Muslim Italians, and so on. Some Jews may consider Judaism an ethnicity, not just a faith, and that's, of course, they identify, it's up to them. But equating Jews with Israel is what we object to as Palestinians, and also with us, anti-Zionist Jews. This equation cannot and should not be accepted.
So to break this equation is one of the goals of the ongoing protests in US and all the of the BDS movement. It's important, isn't it?
No, it's not part of the BDS movement. This is part of the struggle by Jewish anti-Zionist groups, and we support it. In the BDS movement, we're concerned about Palestinian rights. We have to think beyond the Jewish box, so to speak. Palestine is not a Jewish issue. It's a settler colonial apartheid issue. It has to do with Israel as a state, as a settler colony. It's not a Jewish problem. And I know Europeans are obsessed with this issue because of the history of Europe, but that's your problem. It's not ours. You cannot superimpose your problems on us. Italy destroyed the Jewish communities. Germany destroyed its Jewish communities. Jewish Europeans were destroyed systematically in the Holocaust. That's a European issue. And of course, it concerns all humans, but it's not a Palestinian issue per se. In the Palestinian BDS movement, we're anti-racist. We oppose all forms of racism, including anti-Jewish racism, and support for BDS among especially younger Jewish activists is tremendous, not to mention Jewish intellectuals and writers and scientists and so on and so forth.